Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. How is everybody? We're just dancing and jamming to the music playing during the countdown. Let me know if you like the music. It seems to be pretty good feedback on the music itself. It's something that I was looking for. I use Epidemic Sounds for all my sounds, all my music, sound effects, and so forth. They have like the greatest range, and it's all free music to use on YouTube. There's a subscription, but you can actually use it on YouTube without having any type of copyright strike on it. And yeah, it's awesome. We're just jamming out. And you know, when I was looking at creating that countdown timer, I wanted music, much like LSP or Live Streaming Pros does. But I didn't want the same type of music. I needed music that kind of fits me, and I listen to all that type of stuff as well as other music. But yeah, I think it really fit for me. So welcome everybody. Today we are talking about business systems and processes to really scale your business, right? To get it going, to scale it. And you know, I always think that what we do here, what I teach, is a business. It's not a hobby. So wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. Before we get started though, let me real quick welcome some people in. Hey, Archer in the house. How's it going, buddy? Thank you for being here this morning. Stacy A, hello, hello. Ryan, how's it going? For those that don't know, Ryan is my other son. He is in England right now. Consult the Blind Guy here every morning. Thank you for showing up, my friend. Really, really appreciate that. Oh, I almost clicked on my name. Deb is in the house. How's it going, Deb? It's really interesting because like my sister's name is Deb or Deborah. Let's see. Jen Gaines 99 in the house. How's it going? Thank you for being here. Jamie is also in the house. Beth and everybody else, welcome. Oh, I also see Vicky is here. Who else we got? Yeah, loads of people here. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Before we get started in talking about business systems, a couple announcements. So one is, of course, just real quick talking about this LEADA challenge that I'm doing for those that have not been here before or watching the replay. I am doing a challenge called LEADA or Live Every Day in August. And what it essentially is just I'm going live on my channel here every single day for the entire month of August. This is now what, day 12? 13. This is day 13. So I've been going live for 13 days straight, trying to provide as much value as possible during this time. So it all started with Live Streaming Pros. Created this LEADA challenge, and I was supposed to go live in a group. Didn't realize that it was going to only be in that group, so I decided to tell everybody, hey, I'm doing this live challenge for this month on my channel, on my YouTube channel, and didn't realize again that it was for the group. So I'm kind of doing a double LEADA challenge, which is fine. But just so that you know why I'm here every single day providing value for you, it's for this challenge. But on top of, I just want to provide as much value as I can to you. And if at the end of this month I find that all these lives have gone well, I'll possibly continue it past August. So if you want me to continue doing these lives, daily, or maybe not every day, but almost every day, go ahead, let me know in the comments below if I should continue doing them. Other announcements on the 19th. All right, just a few days from now. What is it? 6 days from now, we are going to. I'm going to be interviewing Xenia from Xenia and Vlada, House of Creators, on the topic of utilizing Pinterest for your business and for your marketing. I think Pinterest is a fantastic way to drive traffic, and we're going to be really digging deep into Pinterest. It's something that I, until recently, hadn't even really explored that much. Like I said before, I have Pinterest on my phone and I scroll through. I have my own personal boards, but utilizing it for business, didn't really click with me. My thinking is, oh, Pinterest, marketing in Pinterest is for, women only that are crafty and all that stuff. I didn't realize how deep it is. And didn't even realize, I'm thinking Pinterest social platform, similar to, other social platforms, and never even really connected that Pinterest is a search engine, right? Pinterest is a visual search engine. So, learning all this stuff, I've gone through Xenia and Vlada's House of Creators course, Pinterest course. It is, really awesome. And of course, we'll talk about that as well, but really want to dig deep onto how we can utilize Pinterest for our business. So that is on the 19th. Also, I am working really, really hard on finishing up my project for my Passive Income Success Path course. Will be coming out for the beta test group by the end of the month. I promise you. This has been long going now, but I kind of want to get things right, not just get it out there, right? So working hard on what we're going to be doing, all the different hot seats that we're going to have, the live Q&A calls, strategy sessions, personal one-on-ones, and so forth, because everybody in the beta group will also get one-on-one calls with me personally, digging deep into their business to help them, really advance quite quickly. So I believe in mentors. I have mentors myself, and I think everybody needs to have one. So this beta group, you're gonna love it. I promise you. I guess that's all the announcements I have. I have a couple other interviews that are getting lined up. Dates are still unclear, but I have a few different ones, not just one or two, but quite a few different ones that I am trying to work out, just dates and times and so forth, that is best for my guests. So stay tuned. I will give you some updates on that shortly. Someone had asked me the other day what I've been working on. So I thought I would bring that into the live streams and let you know all the different types of stuff I personally work on a day-to-day basis. So today I'll just tell you what I worked on yesterday. So yesterday was kind of a big day for me for my other business that I help run, which is a jiu-jitsu school as well as an online jiu-jitsu platform. And yesterday I spent a lot of time working with doing some marketing and advertising. I'm building out right now a multi-page pre-sale site for that business to drive traffic to the online platform. And, at the same time, I'm also redesigning our sales page as well for that membership. Right now, it's very glossy looking, what I call glossy looking, very, very visually appealing, but not a ton of copy on there. It was something that I had thrown up rather quickly, honestly, just to get our Patreon members to sign up. And so now I'm going back. This is kind of, version 2 that I'm doing. I do a lot of different versions of my pages. And I've been going back and I'm rewriting the copy, making it, really, really good copy, letting the people know what exactly they're getting. I just created about maybe a week ago a different tier level. So we have 3 different tiers, which I worked on and what each of those would entail. And then working on all the marketing and advertising for that. I've spoken about how I have recently moved away from Facebook ads to go over to Twitter ads for our online platform. And give you a little update. As of yesterday, we are roughly at about 8x our return on our ad costs, on our ROAS. So Twitter ads were just blowing it out of the water. Facebook wasn't giving us anything. Our click-through rate actually has gone up. It was hovering around 2%. It's now at about 2.75% click-through rate, which is phenomenal. I'll take that all day long. And we were getting a decent conversion rate on our landing page, on our sales page, but I think we can do better, and that's why I decided to start doing all the revamping of the copy. And for those that don't know what copy is just the words written down on the page that get a person to take action. That's what copywriting is. All right, it is writing words to get people to take a certain action, whatever you want them to take, whether that be click a link or purchase a product or give you their contact information in a lead form, whatever that is. That's copy. And so that's really what I've been working on. I also have been working on something that I have been studying lately, some of Frank Kern's new sales pages and works and so forth, and the way that he's doing things recently. And I actually came across a page of his. It was an ad, actually. Let me see. Here it is. So this is an ad. A sales page, sorry. This is a sales page that I saw, and I have been studying. I don't know if you can see that. Let me actually, so I can see myself here. So if you can see here, this is a sales page of Frank's that I thought was just brilliantly done. It had really good copy in it, and the way that it's laid out, the use of fonts, the use of spacing, all of this stuff was, in my eyes, was absolutely brilliant. And I don't generally read all the copy and everything of a person's sales letter or any page unless I think that it's worthy of it. And I couldn't I had to read every single word, and I've probably read that one page a good dozen times, trying to extract these little nuggets of gold that are presented within. So that's some stuff that I've been doing. I thought I would get into what I've been working on as well, and that's pretty much it. I've been working on the Jiu-Jitsu stuff. And of course, I've been working on my beta course as well. So, Vicky's going. Thank you for showing up, Vicky. Really, really appreciate you. And we'll see you in Pat's income stream. So, let's talk a little bit about systems, and so forth. So, in my eyes, having a business is nothing more than implementing and managing a series of systems and processes. That's pretty much it. I like to have checklists, sheets for absolutely every little thing that I do in business. I always tell my kids and I tell my clients and students that getting rich should be boring, right? And it kind of is in certain ways. And I don't mean that by you're just completely bored out of your mind with everything that you do. But, I enjoy what I do. I love teaching people how to do what, I do, how to build an online business. But how I do that can actually get a little bit boring because of how I structure everything. And it needs to be that way. Everything that I do and everything that you do in business needs to be documented. Then it needs to be organized and put into some sort of manual or wiki or something like that, so that you understand every little detail of what you do. It's kind of like a pilot having a checklist, right? You're never going to find a pilot that goes out there, a good pilot anyway, that goes out there and doesn't go through multiple checklists in order to get off the ground, all right? To fly the plane and to land that plane, all right? They're constantly going through checklists. That is essentially, what we are doing in our business systems, is that we are creating different ways, ideas of, okay, we'll start with the first one, all right? How to get traffic, how to acquire people into your pipeline. First you have to decide on, is it going to be organic traffic? Is it going to be paid traffic? Is it going to be a combination? And what does that look like? So if I'm going to do organic, let's say I have a blog and this blog is on, cooking for paleo, right? It's a paleo kitchen type, blog. How are you going to drive traffic to that blog? If you're going to use Pinterest or other social media platforms, what does that look like? What are you going to do every single time you publish a post, right? If I publish a post and I want it to go to Pinterest, because that's where I decided it's going to go, what does that step-by-step process look like? And it's something that we should be following, in order. I do this, then I do this, then I do this, so that one, we don't forget anything, and two, it just becomes a process so that, we get into the rhythm of things and we just go down, boom, 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 boom. We check all of our little boxes and we get on with whatever else that we're going to do. This also helps with when we hire people, right? So if we go ahead and we are running our business pretty smoothly, we have this operational guide or manual down with what we do and how we do it, we can then go and hire someone, whether it be a VA from the Philippines or India or something like that, or someone that you actually hire that's in town. Maybe you have an office or something like that that comes in, and they can literally, you can just say, hey, go edit this video, right? And if they're a video editor, and they have a step-by-step process of what you want to be done, right? And in what order, and all they have to do is follow it. Or someone that maybe you have a writer on your team and you want a particular blog post done on this particular subject. Well, they need to know what to do. They can't just go and write. There should be a process that outlines exactly what to do, how to do the research on this particular topic, what sections of the blog post should they do, where, if they're going to put a lead form in, somewhere in the blog post, where should it be, placed? Like all of this stuff you need to outline, which means you need to really sit down and analyze what you do. And all it really takes is documenting what you do, right? So I'll actually show you today just a couple of different processes that I use, that I just literally just go down the checklist, right? I do this and I do this and I do that and so forth. Let's see. Okay. Just going through the chat. Simply Obs in the house. How's it going, my friend? Thank you for being here. I saw your comment on YouTube. Welcome. So yes, how do we get traffic? So first thing first is you have to decide on, are you going to do organic, paid, or both? And what does that look like? What platforms are you going to, or what are you going to do as far as organic methods? Is it going to be, you're going to be chatting over on Twitter or over on Reddit? You going to be publishing your stuff over to something like Pinterest? Are you utilizing Hootsuite for all of your stuff? Or I use later.com. All of this stuff. What are you using? How are you going to use it? Are you going to do paid ads, right? And what does that look like? All of this stuff you have to figure out and then put a process in order so that you know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to drive traffic. All right. This will also help, building processes and business systems also helps with that shiny object syndrome, right? You know exactly what you're supposed to do. So it kind of stops you from going, well, I don't know what to do. Let me go get some more research and go watch this guy's video and this person's video. And I'm going to go watch Sonny over here. And then I'm going to go watch Frank over here. And like all of these different, videos to try and understand what you are going to be doing. In fact, most of us kind of know what we should be doing, all right? Some of the tech stuff kind of gets away from us sometimes, but generally speaking, we have a fundamental knowledge of what we need to do, right? But we like to think that we need to go understand more, and so I got to go watch another video, and then I've got to go read another blog post on this thing, but generally speaking, you don't really need to do that. What you need to do is sit down and decide what to do and then how to do that, all right? You need to know how to write an email. All right, so this is something that I didn't really know how to do for a long time in my business. I didn't have a method of writing emails. And it wasn't until I got uh, a course, Autoresponder Madness by Andre Chaperon, that I was like just, mind blown at this course on how to write emails, how to do all this marketing automation, email automation, and so forth. And it just literally blew my mind. And it was then that I was like, man, I need a process for doing this. I like to live off of checklists and so forth. I do this and I do this and I do this. And I didn't have that for doing emails. And so it was really a mind, an eye opener when I went through this course, and it gave me a structure on how to do that. And you need to have a structure on how to write an email, and write an email for what purpose. So your welcome campaign is going to have a different structure than your daily email campaign, all right, or your weekly or whatever. Those are going to have a daily framework, a different framework. I keep saying daily, a different framework than your product launch sequences, all right, or your when you're really trying to sell something. Let's say someone has an interest in affiliate marketing, right? And I put together an email series for people that are interested in affiliate marketing. They click on it, they go into that sequence. Those emails have to have a different framework than, say, my welcome campaign, because my welcome campaign is just that. It welcomes them in. It teaches them, provides them epic value, while all getting to know me. But there's really no pitches of any sort, except possibly, hey, go check out my YouTube video. Check out this video on my YouTube channel, something like that, right? But it's geared to provide value and just bring them into my world. And a product launch sequence is going to be incredibly different, right? I created a framework for the majority of my emails. I created a couple different frameworks, but one of them I call GROD, which GRODD. For those that don't know, GROD is a villain against DC Comics' The Flash. I am a huge Flash fanatic, similar to Pat Flynn being a fanatic of Back to the Future. I am a fanatic of The Flash, and I have so much Flash stuff, it's insane. But I created this framework so that I could remember, this idea, GROD, GRODD, and it tells me literally what to do, what section I need to write first. So G, I'm not going to go through it all, but G stands for great and interesting story. So my emails for a particular in a particular framework starts with a great and interesting story. Stories sell, right? Stories engage. Stories help connect people, so you build that relationship better. So in most of my emails, you'll find that everything starts with a story. And then it moves on and starts transitioning to other elements. But I just literally follow a particular framework so that I know what to do and I don't miss out on anything. Same thing goes with how to write a sales letter, right? There's a completely different framework for sales letters, and you need to figure out what framework to use, what checklists use, what process that you need to do in order to build out that sales page. Sales pages are not complicated. They're actually quite easy to write if you know what to write and how to write it. So I showed it the other day on one of my live streams that I have two. I only brought over two, but I have two different checklists and frameworks that I showed on what I do and how I follow when I create a sales page. Starting off with the headline, and it gives a couple examples of headlines. So I do all of my processes and my operational guide in a particular kind of a wiki style site that I document. And so I just go there and I click on sales letter, and it gives me this framework, and I just literally go down, I click on headline, and it pops up a whole lot of different templates for a particular type of headline. How to yay without boo, how to blank blah blah. All right, all these different frameworks, and I'm literally just following it step by step. so that I don't, man, my nose is all stuffed up. Um, so that I just follow it step by step, right? And that's what you want in any business, right? Is that step by step process. Do you think Apple, someone like Apple, the company of Apple, would be as successful as they are if they didn't have business systems and processes and use checklists for freaking everything? Probably not, right? And unfortunately, I see too many people take the hobbyist approach and doing all of these online businesses, doing affiliate marketing and so forth. They kind of think they know what they're doing, and they just do stuff randomly. Instead, it needs to be a outright process, and you don't find anybody that makes it truly big that doesn't have a process. What are you going to do when someone, let's say you're selling a course and someone asks for a refund? How does that work, right? What is the step-by-step process and system that you have in place? What tools are you using to make everything happen? Is everything going to be automated? If they want, let's say you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and 40 days later, from the time that they purchased, they want their money back. How does that work? What are you going to do about that, right? Everything needs to be documented and put into your guide on exactly how that process runs out. And it's kind of for stuff like that, it's kind of the if this and that. If this happens, then I do this, and how I do this, right? That's really what we're talking about. Another instance might be something that you have to plan out is where does all your profit go? So let's say you have a course, you're selling the course, and your cost for everything is, let's say, $100 a month, and you're making sales and you're bringing in $250 a month from the sale of your course. Where does that extra $150 go, right? Are you going to reinvest that back into your business? And if so, how are you going to reinvest that? Are you going to take that money and just slide it into your pocket and not reinvest it? Like, all of this stuff needs to be decided and outlined. That's what I'm really getting at, is that everything you do in your business needs to be understood, what it is that you're going to do and how it is that you're going to do it. What are the steps? We were talking about a course. What are the steps of building and marketing that course? How is that going to play out? What are you going to do about that? I actually use an 18-step process of how I do all of that. So, for me, it starts with picking a niche if I haven't already done that. Building a following first in that niche. Doing research, and I have exact, step-by-step process of how I do research, which we're actually going to be getting into at toward the end of the month, which I'm not really sure on the day yet. I think it's going to be the 24th. I can actually find out for you real quick. I believe it's the 24th. Let's see, there's my sheet. See, I've already outlined the entire month. 29th, sorry, it's the 29th. On the 29th, I will be going through how I do research. So you definitely want to be on that stream. So definitely stay tuned to it. So get back to marketing a course. When and how do we market the course? Do we do it before we build it? Do we do it after we build it? How does that work? Are we going to provide any bonuses with it? What does my funnel design look like to sell the course? Again, all of it has to be planned. If I want to go and create a brand new business tomorrow, I literally have a step-by-step process of how I actually do that. And again, I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but it's something that I tell people over and over and over again, and they still don't do it. So I kind of feel like I have to do that, if that makes sense. Let me take a drink here real quick. All this talking. Let me see what is going on in the chat real quick. Oh, I didn't realize I still have Photoshop up. Let's see. For some reason, my comments are gone. Where are my comments? Oh, they're there. Just some chat going on here. By the way, guys, if you do have any questions on anything, please go ahead, type in the word question, all in caps first. That way I can see it and I will get to it, I promise. Also, consider joining our cash flow army as well. So if you have any questions that we don't get to in the stream, you can always ask them in our community, which we call the Cash Flow Army. And you can go to thecashflowarmy.com and check it out and join. It's pretty awesome. A whole lot of like-minded entrepreneurs in there, all building their online empires. So another thing that we need to consider is content or product delivery. So if we have a course, how does once they purchase a course, how is it delivered? What emails are going to get sent to them? Is it going to be automated? Is it going to be a manual process? And how all of that works? I personally like to do everything automated. So my product and content delivery is all done automatically. Right? I don't really have to do anything with it, but I did have to design it initially. So I had to plan out step by step, the person's journey from the time that they purchase to the time that they're actually in the course. And I use Thinkific. Thinkific, I think, is a absolutely brilliant platform for hosting all of your courses, videos, memberships, and so forth. And there are links in the description below if you want to access them. I think there's links in the description. I don't actually know on this one because I didn't have this live stream planned out before. I just clicked to go live. But if not, I will put it in for the replay. But the second that they purchase on Thinkific, where do they go? What does that flow look like? And, I make it so that the second that they purchase, they go right to that course player, right? So that they start, in the course at that first video or first welcome message, whatever, right away, right? There's no going to take you to a thank you page or anything like that. It's boom, they purchase, boom, they're in, right? And I plan that out, right? It's funny because you're like, well, why did you need to even plan that out? But I felt I did. I needed to see and outline the process of how they're going to go. And then once they purchase, right, there's extra stuff that happens, right? So they get a certain tag the second that they purchase this course, and that goes over to ConvertKit, which I use for all my email marketing automation, and it tags them in there. It adds all their data in there. It shows that they purchased this particular course or product, and it sets them up with certain email campaign sequences, different automations, and then as they continue to go through all of these emails, maybe they click on stuff and it starts to add other tags. All of it's planned out, right? I've planned it all out, and that's the reason why, a lot of my businesses that I've had succeed is because everything is planned. Everything is a system and a process for me, right? If you do things, as they come and, as you kind of think of it, oh, well, okay, I need to do this. And you're just kind of doing stuff. You're never really going to get anywhere. You're also going to be completely overwhelmed with stuff as it comes in because you don't have a process to deal with it. You don't have a process to take care of it. If I have 20 things coming at me, I don't even flinch an eye because I have a process for how I deal with all that information. How are you going to get referrals and how are you going to manage all those referrals and testimonials? This is something that really needs to be planned out. And it's funny because I'll be 100% honest and transparent here. I did not have a process for gathering testimonials and referrals up only maybe about 6 months ago. All right. I was doing it the way I tell everybody not to do it. and that, if I thought, oh, well, this person, might give me a referral, or a testimonial, then I just emailed them and I did everything manually, but it was kind of haphazardly, just whenever I would think about it, as opposed to having a step-by-step process of how to do it. And I'm a systems guy. I love systems. I love processes and checklists and all this stuff. But I did have one for gathering referrals, testimonials, up until like I said, about 6 months ago. It was, I'm gonna say it was maybe about a month or two before I created, the Karma Cash Flow brand. So even someone like me that, I've been in business for 20 years, and online for, about half of that. Even we get it wrong. Let me take another drink of my coffee. I love coffee. I drink so much coffee, it's insane. Who's here drinking coffee with me? Let me know in the chat if you're drinking coffee. I'm kind of spitting all over the place. Creating ads. Let's talk about creating ads. Like I said, when we talked about traffic, all right, are we going to do organic or are we going to do paid ads? Well, if you're going to do paid ads, what does that look like? What platforms are we going to test on? Are we going to only do Facebook? Are we going to do Facebook and Twitter? Are we going to do LinkedIn and YouTube? And then what does that process look like? So with Facebook, I need to know that I don't just go in and create one campaign, one ad set, one ad, right? I need to understand that I need to create a campaign for a certain reason. Then I need to have multiple ad sets that, I'm targeting different audiences, maybe different age groups and so forth. And I might have 20, 30 different ad sets in a campaign. Not usually that many. Usually I stick with about 9 or 10. But that's what I'm doing in my ad sets. And then, in my ads, I generally have 2, 3, 4 different angles that I'm coming at my potential customers from, or potential clients. And what does that framework look like, right? How do I actually write those ads? What do I say in the ads? Generally it starts off with, of course, some sort of headline, and in the copy, I usually use dog whistle copy. And for those that don't know what dog whistle copy is, it really calls out to a particular sect of a market. So if I'm marketing all of people in digital marketing that has any interest in digital marketing, that is a lot of people. That is tens of millions of people that have an interest in digital marketing. But I might use something like, attention all course creators in the dog market, whatever, right? In the dog training market, right? I'm going to use something so specific that it's going to only call out to people that, have a course teaching dog training, right? Because I call them out. And so, dog whistle copy is something that I utilize a lot. I also use cliffhanger headlines, which we're not going to talk about. But I have a certain framework. I do, my headline, which could be an introduction. I have a story. I have possibly some content or not. Different frameworks for different things. Different results, and maybe a transition, or maybe a pitch is in there somewhere. The pitch is generally just copy in order to get someone to click on the link, right? That's what I mean by pitch. It's not to buy something. It's to get them, it's that call to action to get them to actually take whatever action you want. But again, certain frameworks, and then on top of it, once I have all these ads running, how do I manage them? What does that look like, right? I know a lot of people, they put up an ad, and then what, right? They don't even know what to do, right? Or they know what to do and they're sitting there, they're clicking refresh every few minutes, you know, to see, oh, how many people did I get now? How many people did I get now? Again, both ways you don't want to do. You need to know, like for me, when I put up an ad, I walk away for 4 days, all right? I have gone away for more than that. I talked about that the other day. Because I just generally forgot because I was doing lots of stuff with my family, and I wasn't in work mode, right? But generally I walk away for 4 days. I let the algorithms do what they're going to do, whether it be on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And sorry, I'm looking at the chat right now. People are talking about coffee. I said coffee, so I'm gonna have to have some coffee. That should be a rule. That should be a rule. You know, anytime I say the word coffee, I should have to take a drink. Kind of like one of them drinking games, which I used to be a fan of. I don't drink anymore, except for coffee. This is the only thing that I drink. I drink coffee and I drink water, and that's it. It's all I drink. Oh, I do drink tea as well. I love tea. My wife and I have a plethora of different types of teas, and we're always out on the hunt for a new tea. Oh, someone said coffee. Gotta have more coffee. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. I'm running out. I need to get more coffee. It's a sad day. I'm running out of coffee. Yeah, okay, so how to manage those ads. So yeah, what does that look like? So like I said, I walk away for 4 days. When I come back, I look for certain key elements. You know, what is my click-through rate? How many impressions have I gotten? What are my actual results? Because that's generally what I look for the most is what were my results? If I'm driving traffic to a landing page of sorts, what is that conversion rate? Did I get, a 30% conversion rate on that, 40%, 10%, whatever it is? And then if the ads aren't working, then I have a process of what I need to do for that. And generally, my process just consists of killing that ad, right? But if it is working, I have actual step-by-step process of what I do to continue managing those ads and scaling those ads that are actually working. And, whether it's... see, more people are posting coffee. Look at that. Again, you got to take a sip. Drink it up. It's good for you. Yeah, coffee's not bad for you for sure. But I feel that I'm drinking a little too much coffee. Like, we drink pots of coffee in this house. I'm not joking you. Pots of coffee. And it's good stuff. And, for those that want to know, I drink Starbucks Pike Place coffee. That's actually my favorite. Like, we've drank just about everything there is. And I was actually on a trip. It's funny because I was living in Florida and I took a trip here to Texas in like maybe 3 miles from here. Not even. I'm going to say maybe 2 miles from here. And stayed at an Airbnb. And the host was really awesome, really nice people. And they made this coffee and I was like, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Found out that it was just Starbucks regular Pike Place coffee. It was fantastic. Good on the blind guy saying, dude, I drink coffee all day, every day. Yeah, I do too. Literally, like, I've been drinking coffee since, roughly about 5:30 this morning. It's 9:20 now. I'm still drinking coffee. And you will find me drinking coffee at 7, 8 o'clock at night. No joke. That's me. Let's see. What else? So if I look at what I do, all right, I can't think. I'm literally thinking about coffee because I need more coffee. I do a lot of videos on YouTube. And so I utilize a checklist for my videos. And I'm actually going to show that to you right now. All right. So here you should be able to see this. All right, this is over on I'm using Nimbus Web here, and or Nimbus Notes. And here you can see this is a YouTube publishing checklist. So this is uploading and publishing, right? I go through my tags, add description, create my thumbnails. And generally, this is actually this is my old template, but because my new one is over on my wiki. But my thumbnails usually come first. That I do that first. Test title variations with headline optimizer. This is also something that I do as well, which this is a great tip if you're going to be doing thumbnails for your YouTube videos. So I come over here to thumbsup.tv, and I go ahead and just add an image here. So let me actually add an image here. Just give me 1 second. Let me, you know what, let me just do this one, all right? I'm going, oh, sorry. You all can't even see what I'm doing. All right, so I've added a thumbnail. I'm going to change this title, Secrets of How to Destroy People in Jiu-Jitsu, right? So that's my title. And here we can actually see how it's going to look in a web browser and so forth. This is what it would look like on the home screen, large, small. This is what it's going to look like in a sidebar. My channel page, this will be large and small. On the history page, everything. This is what it's going to look like on mobile, Apple TV, and then of course the original image. And so I can actually go through here and see what it looks like before I put it up. And again, it's in my, oh, no, not that one. Come on. And it's here in my thing to do, in my checklist to do. All right, test title variations with headline analyzer. This is a tool that I use that is built inside Chrome. Upload the videos to YouTube, monetize them, whatever. I have a post-publishing checklist, what I do with repurposing that content, how I'm going to, where I go, Pinterest, Reddit, social bookmarking sites, all these different type of things so that I know exactly what I need to do and in, what order I need to do that in. So super, more people saying coffee. Oh boy, I love coffee. I need more. I'm almost out. So that's a little bit about creating systems and kind of the mentality that I think people need to have when it comes to their online businesses, whether it is that you are doing affiliate marketing or you're selling actual physical products over on Shopify or some other e-commerce site, or you have a membership site or whatever it is that you're doing, you need to consider documenting what you do, how you do it, the different processes that you take in your business on every single thing. If I make $10,000 today, where does that money go, and how does it get there? What is it used for? If I'm gonna split it to some is gonna go toward profit, some of it is going to go in my pocket, some of it is going to go to putting back into my company, whether it be in ads or something else. What does that look like? And just outline every little detail of what you do. And I promise you, if you do this, then your business has a much higher chance of success than if you didn't do that. All right. So I wanted to bring this up because I see so many people go through their business and never have any of this outline. They have no idea what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and they get lost constantly. They're overwhelmed. Not having a structure is one of the key reasons that people starting a business get overwhelmed. Business is overwhelming. It really is. There's a lot of little things that we need to do. If I just want to do affiliate marketing, I don't even want to create a course or a membership site or anything like that. I just want to do affiliate marketing. And I want to do affiliate marketing just by, because I'm the blind guy saying morning Jarvis, that is my bird. If I just want to, do a YouTube channel and promote affiliate products, most people think you don't need to outline anything, but you do, right? Here I just showed you my YouTube publishing checklist, right? What do I do with that? How do I do my research for my keywords? What affiliate marketing am I going to put into this particular video? There's so many different processes happening on such a simple business model, but you need to figure this stuff out. You need to outline, just about everything. And I promise you that if you do, you're going to see much more success than if you don't. So if you have any questions, go ahead, type in question down below. And if you've gotten any amount of value from this, please go ahead, hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. And if you're new here or watching the replay and you've gotten value from this video, please go ahead, consider subscribing to the channel and hit that little bell icon so that you get notifications of any upcoming videos and live streams as well. Like I said, I am doing live streams here every single day for the entire month of August, which is called LIDA, Live Every Day in August. I'm here to just provide you with as much value as I can. Also, if you have any ideas of anything you want me to talk about, all right, any topic ideas that I could do a live stream or show on, put that in the chat as well. Let me know. And if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments down below so that I know what you're looking for exactly. I like to try and provide my audience and friends with exactly what they want to learn about. All right, as long as it fits within my frameworks of financial education and building online businesses, I'll do it. If you want me to talk more about ads or something particular about ads or email marketing, or you need me to dive really deep into ConvertKit so that you understand how the automations work and where do I put sequences, how do I tag people, and all that good stuff, I can do that as well, right? So go ahead, ask your questions in the comment section, or let me know what you want. Carrie is saying, welcome, Carrie. Thank you for being here. Processes are the best. They really are. I never saw success in anything that I did that processes weren't at the forefront of the business, right? If I was doing a business that I didn't have my systems and processes outlined, then generally speaking, the business didn't succeed. All right, generally speaking. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Most of the time it didn't. But yeah, I absolutely love processes. So I'm gonna scroll up here, see if there's any questions that I missed. Beth says my eyes start to open after 1 cup of coffee. Mine start to open maybe after like 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and sometimes not even then. Like I don't sleep much anyway. I think last night I got like 3 hours sleep. I didn't go to bed until 2:30. 3 o'clock in the morning, and then like I woke up at 5:30. So let me see if there's any questions here. I am not seeing anything here. Yep, coffee is a morning ritual. Yeah, it's part of my wake up process. I literally get emails. Let me see if I have one here. I probably deleted it already, but yeah, I did. I literally get emails and text messages every morning with an outline of my morning ritual, right? It's a process. that I follow, and it helps me get through the day. I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for being here with me today. I really, really appreciate you. Tomorrow will be, a review of what we're going to be, what we talked about this entire week, as well as Q&A. So bring your questions tomorrow about anything you want answered, whether it be email marketing, paid advertisement, content marketing, whatever that is. Let me know. Again, thank you all for being here. What I encourage you to do right now is go check out my friend Pat Flynn over at The Income Stream, just patflynn.com/The Income Stream. Check him out. He is awesome. He provides, a lot of value as well on all things, online, podcasting, blogging, stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, and, if you're watching me, you probably are, go check him out. He's awesome. So until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. So peace.